Hey guys, alright, so we're going to start on the second lesson of Unit 2. Now, I know Order of Operations was really intense, but hopefully we're starting to get it down. We're going to be dealing with that a lot. Now, something we need to start doing is translating words to expressions. So some of you, this is going to be really helpful when we're talking about word problems. So, keywords and phrases. Keywords and phrases, so anytime you see these words, you should think addition. So if you see the word some, more than, increased by, total, plus, altogether. Whenever you see these words, or hear these words, you should know that the operation you're dealing with is addition. This gives you a nice little definitive guide about what words mean, which words mean what. Alright? So, what are some words that tell us that we're dealing with subtraction? Difference, less than, decreased by, subtracted from, and minus. So all these words, if you see these words anywhere, if you read these words, if you hear these words, they should tell you you're dealing with subtraction. Now, what about words that mean multiplication and division? Alright, some of these you're going to know, some of these are going to be easy. Times, product, twice. I know twice you might think adding, but it's not. It's multiplication. If you hear the word double, hear or read the word double or triple, because that would mean twice means 2 times. Double and triple means 2 times or 3 times. The word of, we've talked about this one before. This is a big one, of, and per. Now, words that let us know that we're dealing with division. Divided by, quotient, half, or third, which makes sense because half or third, that's like saying, that's a fraction, right? Half of something or a third of something, so you're dividing something. Remember, a fraction is like 1/2 is 1 divided by 2, right? That's how you can kind of know that. And then separate. If you see the word separate, like separate pieces of paper, separate strips, separate bags, things like that, you know you're dividing. So this is essentially a cheat sheet for you. What you use this to when you read word problems to give you an idea of what to do. It's going to help you. So I'm going to show you how that looks, okay? So, turnaround phrases. Turnaround phrases mean that we work backwards. So turnaround phrases mean we're going to go back to the way we started. So phrases like less than and subtracted from, which have to deal with subtraction, remember, tell us that we need to write the expression backwards. And I'll show you an example of what this means. Indicate that you need to reverse the order that you're writing it in. So let's talk about some examples of what this looks like. So 18 less than a number. What that means is, notice the directions, translated expressions. So we're going to translate these expressions, like these words, into a math expression. So 18 is less than a number. Now, remember, less than means, phrases like less than mean I'm going to turn around. Like I'm going to reverse the order of my expression. So instead of writing 18 minus a number, now for a number, we're just going to use a variable, like n. So n is going to be a variable that represents a number. Doesn't matter what the number is, it's just a number. So 18 less than a number. That tells me that I need to reverse the order. So 18 less than a number, if I reverse the order, I'm not going to write 18 minus n, I'm going to write n minus 18, because it's 18 less than n. Now, the next one, the product of a number and 6. Well, the product tells me, if I look back up here, product's multiplication. So I'm the product, or I'm multiplying a number and 6. So 6 times n, or 6n. Or you can write n times 6, or n6. Those all mean the same thing. Alright, triple a number. Remember, if I look back up at my cheat sheet, triple means multiply, right? So triple a number, 3 times n, because that's what a triple is. It's 3 times n, so 3n. A number increased by 9. So n, which is a number, increased by, if I look at increased by is addition. So a number increased by, added by 9. So it's really not that bad. You just have to really take your time and read each thing. Alright, now go ahead and flip on over to the back page. We're going to practice some more. I want you to look at number 5. Keeping your second sheet handy. So you can flip back over to look at your words if you need to. Alright, so the quotient of 20 and a number, that's a typo, of 20 and a number, so the quotient. If I look back at the front page, quotient is under division, so I know that I'm dividing 20 and a number. Remember, n is a number. So 20, if I'm dividing 20 by a number, so 20 divided by n, or 20 divided by n. I want you to circle number 6 and skip it and go to number 7. Spending $5 per day on coffee. Now that spending is going to make you want to think, but what I'm looking for are those key words and phrases that I looked at the front sheet. So on the front sheet, so I see per. If I look over here on my sheet, per is right under here under multiplication. So I know I'm multiplying. No matter what this problem says, that per tells me I'm multiplying. So spending $5 per day on coffee. So I'm going to say that a day is represented by the letter D. So 5 times each day, or D. So 5 times D. What I want you to do now is, if you look at saving, I want you to look at number 8, saving $15 with a coupon. What I need you to think about is, if I'm saving $15 worth of coupon, then that means that the original price is being subtracted. I'm subtracting 15 from the original price. Does that make sense? So basically, let's say that P is the total cost of my item. So if I'm saving $15, then I'm just going to do P minus $15. So the price of the item minus $15. Now, if you look back at your front sheet, if you'd like, you can go ahead and add saving in quotations to your subtraction one, to help remind you that that's what that means if you're dealing with a coupon. Okay? I want you to circle number 9 and go on to number 10. A $42 dinner bill split among friends. Split tells me I'm going to divide. Now, if you look back at your front sheet, it's not on here. I'm going to tell you to add it. So split. If you go ahead and write split under division. Because split is really like saying divided by. So I'm taking a $42 dinner bill, and let's say there's 4 friends. Then I'm going to divide that 42 by 4 to see how much each person pays. So a $42 dinner bill split among friends, right? And then let's say that F is the number of friends. So I'm going to divide 42 by F. So I can write it like 42 divided by F this way, or 42 divided by F that way. Alright, so I want you to circle number 11 and skip that. I want you to come down to number 12. Twice a number plus 4. So twice a number, this is 2 operations. Twice a number tells me, if I go back, twice is right here under multiplication. So twice a number, so 2 times n plus 4. If I look over, plus is under addition, so then I'm going to add plus 4. Nice and simple. circle number 13. Let's go to 14. The sum of 4 times a number and 10. The sum of 4 times a number and 10. So the sum of, it means I'm adding. So 4 times a number, 4n, and 10. So I'm going to have 4 times a number, and then I've got the sum of that. So remember, sum tells me I'm adding, and 10. I want you to go ahead and skip number 15. Cross it out. We're not going to be doing that one. And look, and I want you to give number 16 a try. Now, let's go backwards. What happens if we're given an expression and they want us to put it into words? Well, we're just going to use our keyword sheet. And it looks like here I've got -12 and n. So there's going to be different ways you can write this. Answers are going to vary. However, they have to be correct. So I'm going to look at my sheet and my front page, and I'm going to see what words I want to use to represent this. So I'm going to use sum since it's the first one. So the sum of, what is this, -12 and n. Nice and easy. Very, very easy. This is me going backwards. Not bad at all, right? Now, what about the next one, 18? I've got -2 divided by n. Let's see. Let's look at the front page. Division. That's definitely division. I'm going to go with quotient. See, because quotient has to do with division. So remember, the quotient is the answer. So the quotient of -2 and a number. So here I wrote and n. What I want you to do is write and a number. Same thing, which is just n, right? Now what I want you to do is try 19 through 24 and all of the problems we've circled on your own. When you're done, I want you to raise your hand or come up and or message me in Classcraft, one or the other, and I'm going to initial it to make sure you're doing it right. All right? If you have any questions, remember, pause the video. If you need extra help, ask. And remember that I'm here after school on Mondays and Wednesdays for extra help if you need it. All right? Good luck, you guys. And like I said, please, please, please write down everything that I've written down and really study this because this is going to be on your next quiz.